Dominic Wheatley, we're here at Silverstone, penultimate round of the season. How's it going?
Yeah, pretty good. Had a tough one at Knockhill at the last round, so we were hoping to come here and bounce back. We've got good pace. We've just finished qualifying, and track limits has got in the way of a top 5 qualification. So we've got a bit of work to do in the races, but no, we're happy with our pace, and I'm sure I'm going to kind of come through and get some good results.
I think track limits was very much a big part of that qualifying session, but it's really easy to step over the limits at a circuit like Silverstone where you've got all that runoff, particularly out of turn 1, and you guys are pushing. You want to be right up at the sharp end on a grid that's so close.
Yeah, exactly. So you've got to make sure that you're using all the curb, but not a millimetre more. The new rules around track limits makes it difficult as well for the driver to kind of judge whether they've done track limits. So before, you could normally kind of feel for what's under you and, right, I'm over the curb there, I've definitely done track limits, where now it's on the outer edge of the tyre and whether that's over the curb, which as a driver you can't see where your outer edge of your tyre is. You can only feel through the steering wheel and think, well, I'm close, but it feels okay. So it makes it really challenging. So yeah, you come in and you think, well, I can see on my delta that, right, great, I'm 0.3 up, I'm gonna be in the top half a dozen or whatever, and then you come in and they say, oh no, that was deleted, you were 3 millimeters over or something like that, and you think, oh well, but that's the rules. We're all racing to the same rules, so it's just trying to maximize what you can within that and hope you stay the right side of it. But yeah, bit of work to do in race 1 later today, but feeling confident about it.
Very much so. They don't call it mini challenge for nothing. And it's been a challenging season. It's been very competitive, but you've made some real good steps forward compared to last season, obviously, which was your first in the category.
Yeah, especially at the start of the season, we had a really good run of kind of podiums, graduate wins, and then we had a bit of a tough time at Knockhill, the last round. Engine blew early on in the weekend, which then just put us on the back foot. So it's kind of the second half of the season feels like it's kind of got off to a bad start, but this is where you've got to be able to dust yourself off from a bad round, come to the next round and think, you know what, that's gone. We're clean slate and try and find a bit of pace now and recover that season to make sure you don't finish how it's kind of trending, but to go back to how it started and get back to those podiums and graduate wins.
Yeah, very much so. What you say, first race coming up later this afternoon. What's the aim?
Well, at the minute, starting P11. I think that's provisional. We'll see. Hopefully get back up to about top 5. That's where our pace has been yesterday, and I think it's where it was in quali if it wasn't for the little infringement. So top 5 finish, and then hopefully get reverse grid into tomorrow afternoon.
Do you think it'll be difficult to overtake on the shorter national circuit we're on today?
Generally, yeah. We were here with the Coopers, the trophy class, last weekend, and we know it was really challenging for them guys because where you come out of corners, you naturally land on the defensive line in a lot of places. So it's it's going to be tough, but it's a bit of makes it a bit more interesting for the crowds because it's not an easy pass. It's not just drive past them on the straight. You're going to have to really work for it and maybe take a couple of laps just to get past one person at times. So yeah, it's going to be challenging, but we'll see. A bit of good luck. Maybe someone runs wide, like you say. There's a lot of run-offs, so people can run wide and lose a lot of time without having an incident. And before you know it, you've accidentally overtaken 3 or 4 people without having a try. So we'll see. We'll see if other people struggle ahead of us and make it easy for ourselves. But yeah, top 5 definitely is the target.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, best of luck and keep up the good work.
Great. Thank you.